This week we're talking about concentration, a mind state of concentration, and the mind state of liberating the mind, liberation. Concentration, it's something that we really need in order to live a profound life. If we didn't have any concentration, we'd be lost. Concentration itself can be developed, it can be increased. And I see a day that concentration will be taught in schools because it's very, very important. We assume that children can concentrate, but yet there's no classes of how to do it. We don't actually sit down and show them how to concentrate and what to concentrate on. And I think one of the best ways to describe concentration and begin to use it to its full extent is to bring our attention to a static object and see how long we can hold it there. It's like a reading that we can get, a barometer, and keep asking ourselves, am I still concentrated on that object? Concentration, sometimes I call it jhana, but when a person practices concentration, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going into jhana. Jhana, I'll clarify what that is here in a moment. But concentration is a very wonderful practice. When I had been practicing meditation for many, many, many years, and then I decided to exclusively, like for a few weeks, I decided to exclusively just count my breath. And it came, I would count up to 100 and then I would start over again. And I did it, like very religiously, we could say. And it wasn't long before very profound, pleasurable feelings and joy came up within me, as opposed to doing the insight kind of mindfulness practices where we're sitting in a comfortable posture and we're kind of looking at the things that come up and we're willingly letting them come up. So we're looking at feelings and mind states themselves, and we're looking at this stuff. But in concentration practice, like I said, the very first line here, concentration and serenity meditation, we return our awareness to one object of meditation to the exclusion of everything else. So if we're using the breath, for example, we keep coming back to that breath. And what I was talking about is I was using the breath, but I was counting my breaths with the numbers. I was counting them, and so that was another way of bringing my focus to the breath. Not caring about anything else, nothing whatsoever.
Is it like different for different people as far as like, we started with the breath and paying attention to the breath and then move into more of the insight. Does it help to just stay with that practice of concentration for a long period of time?
Intention. Yeah, you have to set the intention. I'll clarify here about what concentration is, but the intention, well, I'll just do it now, but you set your intention to have that type of practice. And everything that you do is, every step of the way. So that you wake up in the morning, that you go to your meditation cushion, how that feeling that you have when you sit in that cushion. Exactly how your environment is. That you're going to, sit for an hour and 20 minutes, whatever it might be. And that you close your eyes, and then that you bring your attention to the breath, and you feel the breath at one specific point, and you hold your attention there. When something pulls that attention away, you just bring it right back. It's not really snapping it back. I mean, you're gentle with yourself, but you're really training the mind, cultivating the mind. But you're doing everything exactly like you did it before, and then when you start realizing that you're getting into these deep areas of concentration, you repeat that system again and again, and then you become very accustomed to the stopping of thoughts. You're focusing on that one little tiny